T-minus 3, 2, 1. Oh! Yo, this is Nathan Schmidt with Earl Oil & Company. Today, we're going to push the BAK Revolver X4S Truck bed cover to its breaking point. We've come up with a series of tests to show you just how durable and reliable this bed cover is. Hey, we've also got a video. If you click the link right here, it'll show you all the features and benefits of this bed cover. So, let's check it out. The main reason for somebody to purchase a truck bed cover for their ride is to keep their stuff dry and out of the elements. It's crucial for a bed cover to repel as much water as possible to protect your tools and gear. No bed cover is 100% waterproof, but a good bed cover should prevent almost all water from entering your bed. So we found that a car wash is the best controlled method to see how this bed cover will hold up to water. We're out here today at the manual car wash. We're gonna fire up this bad boy and see how she holds up for our first test, the Downpour Demo. So after the initial inspection of dropping the tailgate, I can see that we got a little water on the side, dripping on the sides and towards the front of the bulkhead. There's some water drips right here, but overall it's pretty dry in the center. There's not a whole bunch of leaking at all. So the material on top of this bed cover looks like it would leak through because it's absorbing the water, but actually it's pretty strong. So if you look on the other side here, in between these little panels, there's no water. So there's no water at all, it's super dry. Let's go ahead and roll the bed cover back and take a closer inspection. So you can see that there's water up in the sill. We got some water here on the sides, this side too. And then there's water up in here, but really it's not coming into the vehicle, just a little bit did. But this lip right here is helping it out a lot to keep the water from going down into the truck. Overall, the Revolver X4S held strong during the Downpour Demo. There's only a little bit of water on each side, but overall the bed cover is dry. So stick around and we'll rate this at the end. A big thing to consider when you're purchasing a bed cover is how convenient it is when you're hauling bulkier items such as a washer, a dryer, or a fridge. Which brings us to test number 2, the hauling test. In this test, we're going to strap this fridge inside the bed of the truck, pushed up to the bulkhead, and we're going to see how the Revolver X4S holds up. We're calling this the hauling hero or zero test. With the BAK Revolver X4S, you are able to roll the cover all the way up to the bulkhead and secure it into place. This lets you place whatever you're hauling right up against the cover and gives you easy access to both the securing points on either side of the bed. As you can see, we were able to tightly secure it into place and cruise on down the road. And that concludes test number 2, hauling hero or zero. And I must say, the Revolver X4S is a hero because when hauling bulkier items such as a washer or dryer or this fridge, you can see the load in the back. You can see if it's shifting back and forth or maybe falling out, which is a definite plus because with some bed covers folded all the way up, there's no visibility. So I'm gonna say the Revolver X4S is a hero, not a zero. Okay, let's move on to test number 3. We're calling this test Robber Repellent. We're gonna see how secure this truck bed is when the tailgate's up, the bed cover's all the way closed, and it's locked. Let's check it out. Another key factor in choosing a bed cover is its ability to deter thieves. On the X4S, interlocking aluminum slats and a rotational locking rail system should help in securing your gear. And once the cover is in the closed position and the tailgate is locked, there should be no way to open or close it. So, let's find out. We're gonna lock it. Now, thieves should not be able to get into this. This is looking a little not so strong. I feel like I can get my hand down in there. Let's take a crowbar to it. I feel like I can already get in there. I mean, once you get to this point, you can probably just grab this. No, it's not, can't open it yet. Let's see here. Able to get locked in. Oh, there we go. that wasn't on there super secure. So now looks like there's a little area I could probably get into right here. I mean, it's holding up pretty good. It's not like breaking right away. It seems like it would be, but for right now, it's not wanting to pop open, which is a good thing because I'm oh, woo! So it took some prying, but I was able to break into it. So you can still close it back. It's still working and functional, but I mean, security is not super strong there. That concludes test number 3, the robber repellent test. We got 2 more tests to go, so there's a couple more opportunities for this bed cover to prove itself, so stick around. Depending on where you live, hail can be a problem and cause significant damage to your bed cover. In this test, test number 4, we're gonna mimic hail by dropping nuts and bolts from 20 feet up on this scissor lift. Let's see how this bed cover holds up. Let's raise it up and drop it down. Here we are, 20 feet up. We raised the scissor lift up above the truck, right behind the tailgate, and we're gonna see how this Revolver X4S holds up as we mimic hail with these nuts and bolts. Here we go. Okay, so we dropped the nuts and bolts to mimic hail. Let's go ahead and wipe it off. And it held up fairly well. Since there's vinyl and fabric and then some metal underneath it, it didn't really get many dents in it. It did get some scuffs and marks where the nuts and bolts hit. But overall, I think it held up fairly well. And you can definitely rock this bed cover after getting hailed on. All right, we got some tea. We got 17 pounds of tea in bags. We're gonna throw it down here and see how it lands on this bed cover just for fun. It's tea and crumpet time, mate. T-minus 3, 2, 1. That concludes test number 4. The Revolver X4S did a hell of a job. Let's move on to test number 5. Now it's time for the grand finale, test number 5, the heavyweight test. We want to see how this bed cover holds up when we drop a 266-pound front end replacement bumper right onto it. The X4S is rated at 400 pounds of evenly distributed weight, so let's see how it holds up. Gonna drop it down, let's go. Drop it. All right, it's on there right now. Okay, it's on there. It's definitely holding it up. That's awesome. It's got some major flex to it, but those slats are holding it strong. It seems like the weight's evenly distributed throughout the whole bed cover. In previous videos that we've done this in, right here at where the tailgate's at, it had a lot of flex and it bent like a U. So this is holding up pretty strong. And that concludes test number 5, the heavyweight test. The Revolver X4S held strong, but I don't think it held strong as the other 2 hardcovers that we tested in previous videos. So let's go ahead and wrap it up and tell you how we rated each test. Now that we've ran through all our tests, let's go ahead and summarize and give our ratings. Test 1 was a Downpour Demo test where we tested how watertight the Revolver X4S was. In this test, we found that the bed cover has a fairly tight seal and only minimal amount of water was able to penetrate through. And keeping in mind that no bed cover is 100% waterproof, we're going to give this Revolver X4S a rating of 5 out of 5. Test number 2 was the Hauling Hero or Zero test, where we tested the functionality of this bed cover when hauling bulky items. Being able to roll the bed cover all the way up to the bulkhead and still having full visibility of the load in the bed of your truck was a definite plus. So for this test, we're going to give this bed cover a rating of 5 out of 5. Test number 3 was the robber repellent test, where we tested how secure the bed cover was when faced with the crowbar, and unfortunately, it didn't hold up. So for this test, we're going to give this bed cover a rating of 1 out of 5. Test 4 was a weather damage test where we mimicked hail to see how the X4S would hold up during harsh weather. And we found that the cover absorbed the impact and protected the metal underneath, preventing major damage. So we're going to rate this test at a 5 out of 5. And for the final test, test number 5 was the heavyweight test, where we tested the strength of the cover by placing a 266-pound front end replacement bumper on top of it. The cover had a lot of flex, but still held strong. So we're going to give it a rating of 4 out of 5. Overall, the Revolver X4S is a very nice truck bed cover and stands up to the competition. We give it an overall rating based off the results from every test of 4. Its low profile design and textured vinyl finish will hold up to the elements and give functionality and good looks to any truck. We'd love to hear what you guys think about the BAK Revolver X4S. So let us know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Remember, tune in every Friday for more truck related content like this. And as always, see y'all next week. And that concludes test number 2, hauling hero or zero. And I must say that he's in the video. Come on in, bro. Depending on where you live, hail can significantly damage. Oh my gosh, a cicada! All right, we got some tea and crumpets, mate. It's tea time. We're here 20 feet up and we're about to throw some tea on this bed cover. Time for tea and crumpets, mate. Yeah, we got this tea in here. It's tea time.